Okay, welcome to Gupta Sciences Physics 11. We're talking today about momentum for the third week and the final week, actually. And there are three parts to this week's lesson. They're about collisions that come together and stick together, but collisions don't always come at each other in the same direction. Sometimes they come from different sides and move off, but we're going to be talking about inelastic collisions that stick together. If you look to the board here, we've got a mass of 20 kilograms moving at 5 meters per second in the eastward direction. We've got another object that's moving at 2 meters per second, that's 30 kilograms, that's moving north. Now, the momentums of those two objects must equal the momentums after of those two objects. And when they do, the object is going to become one object, bigger. It's going to go off in some direction with some momentum, with some velocity, and at some angle. So what we've got is we're going to break before down and after down. And in order to do that, the momentum again horizontally has to be maintained and the momentum vertically has to be maintained. They're going to be separate, but then you put them together afterwards in this kind of situation. So horizontally, we've got a momentum where you've got a 20 kilogram mass being multiplied by a velocity of 5, which gives you 100 kilogram meters per second. The red object has a mass of 30 kilograms multiplied by 2, which gives you a momentum of 60 kilogram meters per second. Now again, the momentum before and the momentum after have to be the same, but you look at the horizontal separate from the vertical. So we make a new table for afterwards, and that table is going to be the exact same as far as quantities are concerned as the one you just see here before. So after, we've got a horizontal component and we've got a vertical component, and horizontally it's going to be the same value because you're conserving momentum. So horizontally you're going to have 100 kilogram meters per second, and vertically you're going to have 60 kilogram meters per second. And again, the direction is important. All of that stuff is all going to be the same. So if we look at this afterwards, what that means is, you have afterwards it going 100 kilogram meters per second to the east. You have it going 60 kilogram meters per second to the north. And the combination of that is going to give you what I like to call a triangle. I love these things. My favorite shape. So this is the unknown momentum triangle for the objects following the collision. And you'll notice it's going off at an angle, the angle of theta. Once you get this, you can then figure out what the velocity is, and we'll get to that right away. Here we go. Let's do some calculations. So this is a triangle. It's going to be using a Pythagorean. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. 100 squared plus 60 squared is going to equal 13,600 kilogram meters per second. That's going to be c squared. And when I square root that, c is going to equal 116.62 kilogram meters per second. That is my p. So this now has become 116.62. Now, once you know the momentum, you can then figure out the velocity. And the velocity is going to be that momentum divided by the mass of the combined objects. If this is 116.62 and I divide it by the total mass of both of the objects, one was 20 kilograms, the other one was 30 kilograms, that's a total of 50 kilograms for the two objects together. Then 116.62 divided by 50 is going to equal a velocity of 2.33 meters per second. So that object, once it's collided, that single object that goes off in one direction is moving at 2.33 meters per second. So there's my second piece of the puzzle that I figured out. The third and final piece is that angle. That angle will be coming from, this is 60, that's 100. That means this angle down there is tan of theta is equal to the opposite over the adjacent. And so when I figure that out, it becomes 31.96, which if you round up becomes 32 degrees. Now what that means is it's 32 degrees, but you've got to be specific. 32 degrees relative to what? Well, if you're going east and you're going north, then that angle is being measured from the east line going north. So it's 32 degrees north of the east line. 32 degrees north of east. From the point of collision, which is demonstrated by the dot, you now have three things that we've determined. One, the momentum. The momentum we established was 116.62 kilogram meters per second. 2, the velocity. We established the velocity is 2.33 meters per second. And 3, the direction of travel following the collision is 32 degrees north of the east line. For Gupta Sciences, this is Physics 11, Momentum in 2 Dimensions, Collisions that are Inelastic. Part 1.